Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going over the Glock 45 with the Aimpoint Acro P2. If you guys are new here, do me a huge favor, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So, Glock came out with this, the Glock 45 with Aimpoint direct cut to it. If you guys aren't familiar, Glock 45 is a 17 frame with a 19 sliding barrel. I think this is the best duty weapon that Glock has ever produced. It's a Gen 5, so we've got the updated recoil spring. It's going to come with 3 mags, with the orange followers a little bit better. And this gun is ready to go. Suppressor height sights. There's not a whole lot I would add to this. There's a couple of things I might change to it, but we're just going to give you guys my overall opinion on it and what I think about it. So, with the 45, like I said, you got the 17 frame, 17 plus 1 carrying capacity. You've got the interchangeable back straps that'll come in the box. This comes with 3 magazines. The Acro is direct milled. You've got the tools and everything you need inside of the box. Suppressor height Ameriglow sights, they're all blacked out. And then you've got your Picatinny rail on the bottom for a flashlight. I've got the QD Surefire light for my Black Hawk Omnivore holster. Fits in there perfectly. Now, why do I think this is the perfect service weapon for law enforcement, military? It's a perfect duty gun. Glocks are reliable. They'll run dirty, clean, however you need it to. The fact you're getting 3 mags out of the box is pretty nice. It's got a full-size frame, so you can get a really good grip on it and really be able to control that recoil. The Acro is probably my favorite duty optic just because it's a dual enclosed optic. You've got glass in the front here and the back, so it's really, really durable. I've seen a couple guys do torture tests with them and they seem to hold up pretty well. You've got your suppressor height sights, so you have the co-witness there with the dot. If your dot goes out, you can use your iron sights. And then having the flashlight on here, this is the perfect one. This is the turbo, so you can use this. You're gonna have a really bright spotlight and then a little bit of, light coming off the side. So it's a really bright flashlight. As far as price point, you're looking at about $1,100 for the combo here, which the Glock 45 itself is about $650 plus tax, and then the Acro is about another $550. So you're right in that price range there. So it's a pretty good deal. The fact that it's direct milled means that optic's going to sit a lot better. It's not going to have any gaps or space in between it, so it's made to go on this gun. Glock is definitely my favorite platform for carrying guns, duty guns, just because of reliability and the reputation they built up over the years. This gun just fits very well in my hand. I carry my 19 for the most part, but anything with a 17 frame is like my. So as usual, you've got the checkered stippling here on the frame on all 4 sides. They've got slide serrations on the front. That's something that they changed with the Generation 5 here. So let's go into a couple things I would add for this gun. Threaded barrel might be number 1. If you want to suppress this thing, you could have that option if you had a threaded barrel. I think that that's kind of moving up in popularity now. Another thing I might add is a magwell, a flare magwell, so you can do reloads a little bit faster. It kind of depends on what you're going to be using it for. I mean, maybe not so much for like law enforcement or military use, but if you're going to be like maybe shooting competition with this thing, you might want to add a magwell just for quicker reloads. You can always add base plates to the bottom. Terran Tactical makes them, Taylor Freelance, Strike Industries. There's a couple ones out there, so you've got several options for that. I mean, really, I don't think there's much more that I would add. The other option, if you're not going to do a threaded barrel, is do the ramjet and afterburner. That deletes about 20% of recoil, and I think that that's just like a almost no-brainer to add that to your gun. It just takes away so much of that felt recoil, and you're able to get back on target so much faster. But yeah, that's what I would say. What is my relationship with Glock? I don't have one. I just tend to buy their products just because I like the reliability of them. They always seem to hold up very well. I don't have any issues with them. I've never had to send one off for parts or anything like that. So that's just what's going on there. All right, let's go over the trigger pull really quick. So standard Glock trigger, you're gonna have about a 4.5 to 5 pound trigger pull. Pretty heavy. Reset, pretty short. I mean, it's not bad. I think Glock definitely has a very spongy trigger. That's one other thing I would add to it, the Glock Performance trigger. Those are amazing if you've had them. They're not too light, but they're like the perfect crisp break, pulling right at about 3.5 to 4 pounds. And yeah, I love those triggers. I definitely think about putting one of those in here. Pros and cons of the 45. pros are going to be the direct mill for the Aimpoint Acro. Coming with 3 mags now is pretty nice. A lot of companies don't do that. You get 1 or 2, but having 3 is nice. Honestly, the suppressor sizes backup are very nice, because I know a couple times I've taken it out the safe and I've turned my dot off just to save the battery. And if I've just for some reason forgot to turn the dot on, or the battery died or anything like that, you have that co-witness there and it's just right on every time. Cons, I don't really have one for this. Now, they do make the 45 just the regular MOS version, and you can put the acro on there, which I guess if you wanted to take this off, you'd have the option to put another optic on there, but I didn't ever plan on this. So I'd say that's the con. If you buy this model and decide like you don't want to put the acro on, you don't want to put the acro back on there, you want to put a different optic, you might have to get it like cut again for something else. If you want to get it cut for a different optic, you might have to tap different holes in it for different screw sets. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. All right, how does this stack up to other duty weapons, and what guns would I compare to this? The SIG P320, the M17, M18. I'd say this is in that same realm as the M17, M18. If I was in the military, I would probably carry a Glock over that, but I do like the new M17 and M18Xs with the new military optic. But I'm a little bit more biased to Glock, like I was saying. How does it shoot? Like I said, recoil is not much because you have that 17 frame. It's not really snappy at all. You've got a little bit more weight, and then adding the Surefire light definitely takes away a lot of that. But let's take it to the range. I'll let you guys see how it shoots. Cool. Overall, I'm very happy with this product. I don't have any complaints with it. I've got a couple more Glock projects on the way. A Glock 34 for competition, might do a 48 and maybe a 43X. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. If you guys enjoy this video, do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.